these minutes, we will start by using the purest intellect, the highest perspective. It's better we don't multitask during these few minutes. And we keep our intellect very focused and concentrated. Our aim is never to become thoughtless. But during these minutes, definitely the aim is to not have any thoughts of the story, of the physical world, any thought related to this body and this role and any other role, any other part that will be like compromising on our 100% divine intellect in the highest perspective. So we create thoughts of our home, our family of light. All are in the image of tiny points of light. It is the home of red light, supreme sky. This supreme sky is the home of God and home of all the souls. And we understand this is the eternal world. Each point of light, they go in the story. They enter the drama, and after some time, they exit the drama. And that is all. It's a short journey. In these minutes, we see the entire drama as a short drama. It's not a long journey, but it's a short trip. When one is aware of eternity and immortality, then few thousands years are very short. The eternal being is very lucky, it's alokik and rich. We're not saying that the role is lucky, but it is the soul who is very lucky. It is the soul who is rich. Shanti. So, nice to start these classes again and be back with everyone. So it's again. So this is a true self is lucky and very rich. Most importantly, invisible. We cannot be seen and alokik. So we use this word alokik, and it means the literal translation is unearthly. So it's not It's not physical, it's not earthly, but unearthly. So the other word is Lokik. These are Sanskrit words, and you know, used for God and all the souls and this region. This region is alokik region. It's not physical and it's not um, yeah, different dimension. Ordinarily, in the world, we understand how important it is to become, introvert. So there are few words that we always use, introvert, extrovert. So what do you think is relevant to our practice? What should be our aim? Have you heard these words? Introvert, extrovert? Yeah. Even online, you've heard these words, right? So our aim is to, stay in this experience. Our aim is to come in this experience, and nothing to. It's like have this perspective that we are just passing through this drama. We don't stay here, and none of the scenes also, they also don't last. They keep changing. So just this traveler is passing through the drama, and one thing that is very he's seeing all the time, and because he's seeing that all the time, there is this identification crisis that I am this, is this particular one doll or one mask, we can say. So in this case, it's the mask of Ananya, and the soul is constantly seeing this mask, activity of Ananya. So being cautious to not use the word I with Ananya, because these are absolutely two separate things. So the soul is separate, just passing through. In this episode, it is dealing with Ananya. In the previous episode, some other mask, and just passing through it, one after the other, passing through different masks. So this is this is success, to constantly feel being lucky, constantly feel being rich. you know Richness means never feeling poor, never feeling any lack, never feeling like a slave, never feeling like a victim, or all of that. Never feeling poor me, poor me. So things happen in the drama. Many things happen with the mask at this level, but the soul is separate, and the more we can be in that separation and enjoy that, that is our success. So the question is, what is more essential? What is our aim? Introvert or extrovert? What will help in our practice? Extrovert, introvert. We have all sorts of questions. Yeah. So any reason for why? Yeah, balance. So someone said balance, and so do you want to share? Olivia, Anita, Ramneek, do you want to share the reasons for your answers? Introvert, extrovert, and balance. What are the reasons? Anyone wants to share? Introvert will communicate less with the outside world. Yeah. They will more internalize things. So yeah, they will be helpful. It is helpful. Yeah. So extrovert, because so that you can be of service. Yeah. So one hand raise.
Basically, now going introvert is a practice because we have forgotten that internal energy is there. We have been we used to being extrovert always, and that consciousness of the prakriti and that nature is so much that the soul.
Yes.
So we have to make that special effort or attention, which your Baba says ki, that attention is to become an introvert and then
Yeah.
become extrovert actually.
Yeah. Very nice. So because we are only here to change ourselves, so the more we can, internalize and, all those ideas, like you're saying, introvert, it is good. No, in Hindi we don't have these words actually, and because Murli, the language of God, when he speaks, it is this Hindi language, and so he doesn't use these words. There is the word used as, let's say, uh, antarmukhi. This is the word that comes in Murli, and bahyamukhi. So introvert is like antarmukhi is translated as introvert, and extrovert is translated as bahyamukhi. So mukh is basically face, face, and face means the soul. Our we are not talking about this face, the mask, but it is the soul who is. It's like wherever it is giving its attention, where the attention of the soul is. So soul is the mukh, the face, yeah? And it is a faceless face, or we can say it is the face of peace, it is the face of richness, it is the face of alaukikta. So this is mukh, this is the soul. And antar, antar, it, people understand it as, going inwards, but antar is always, it's like differentiating, being able to differentiate. So, yes, the more I am introverted, I'm able to differentiate. And so, Baba always talks about this sort of introversion where I can differentiate what is Ravan and what is Baba. What is this what I'm thinking, or the way, my attitude is at the moment? Is it Ravan using the mind? Is it demon using the mind, or is it Baba using the mind? So antarmukhi, as how God explains, is basically being able to differentiate. Hmm? And mostly, this differentiation comes from the more we are able to we be able to not be introvert or extroverted, but be extrovert. Yeah. You know the meaning of extrovert? Extrovert means I divert my entire attention and focus in this region. So neither do I have to analyze myself, you know, nor Baba doesn't, we as part of our practice, uh, analysis, if someone wants to do, a lot of analysis and a lot of churning, think a lot about a topic or subject, it is encouraged, but it is not the first step. It is not the main step. Main step is to come in this sky. First step. If you are able to do this, then you can internalize, analyze, and think and churn and whatever. But first thing is become extroverted. Take your attention again and again to this celestial region, this region of the spiritual sky, the spiritual stars, and the supreme sky. So this is the highest universe, universe of souls. So the more you are extrovert, you have this antar mukta. You get this differentiation of where my own, without analyzing, but how when my thoughts are being used by Ravan, and when my thoughts are being used by, as per, Baba. Yeah. So that is the whole thing, because we have to keep a check on who is using the mind. Yeah? So extrovert, it's like a light that you shine here in this region, completely shining the light here. How will that happen? It will happen by the more I am focused towards making this 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 region small. So in my consciousness, in my internal world, either this I can only one of these can exist. At one point of time, we can only be thinking about using our thoughts in this region or this region. Yeah, we cannot be both. We cannot be thinking about both. So our thoughts cannot be, yeah, it cannot be towards both. So the minute I start focusing my thoughts in this direction, then this region becomes small. Or the other way around, if I make this small, the more I make this small, and to make it small, we use the words this is a drama, this is a play, this is a performance going on. And using these words and using these perspectives, not words, but using these perspectives, this becomes small. And the minute this becomes small, this will become big. No? This lucky and alokik and perfect and immortal region, this will become big. Yeah? And not the words, but the experience. So if I'm experiencing this to be a play, performance, drama, just you know, a show, it's like a show that is going on. It is a changing world. Then this region becomes big. So we don't have to become, introvert or extrovert, but extrovert. Direct thoughts, not to my what's happening inside me, not what's happening outside, but above, above. Take your attention above and beyond. And the more I do that, then this antarmukta, where very quickly I can differentiate between when my thoughts are being used by Maya and then take control, or by Ravan and take control. So that will be nice. Mm, Yeah. Yeah, we can change the phrase from introvert to extrovert. Yes, we can change. Yeah. So in in normal, like the normal understanding of spirituality is someone who is quiet is spiritual, or someone who is analyzing themselves and they spend time by themselves, they are more spiritual. So that's considered, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary. So that ordinary understanding, it may be, but you never know. Someone who's very quiet and analyzing, they may be thinking too much about themselves, they may be taking this mask too seriously, and constantly thinking about me based on this mask. Or there's some, yeah, some sort of, we cannot guarantee that it's the right, that it's spiritual. But extrovert means above and beyond. So nor do I need to analyze here, nor do I need to understand or analyze outside. That naturally extrovert. The more I'm extrovert, then there is a natural balance. You know. We always, I understand it in my own practice and in my own understanding, that balance is never created. It can never be directly worked upon. Balance, whichever balance, we talk about work life balance and balance of introvert, extrovert, balance of being, talking or being silent, or, solitude and being together with everyone. So any sort of balance can never be achieved directly. It's a result of some inner work. So once the more you are extrovert, you have that balance. Yeah. There will be balance in when to speak, when to stop, but balance is never, from my understanding experience, it is not something you work on directly. Yeah. It's like saying, yeah, I'd want to maybe, you know, lose weight. So for that, you do something else. Yeah? work on diet, exercise, and then you lose weight. But you can't directly lose weight. Yeah. So balance is like that. You can't just jump on balance. So yeah. Is it possible to be loud and extrovert at the same time? Um, Loud if it's needed, but loud if it's not, needed within the drama. So with this extrovert, when I am becoming extrovert, then there is natural, refinement and um, yeah, just as per the need of drama, I'll be able to mold and I'll be able to, at the level of this role and mask, I have a better control. But yeah, it can be. It can be if that's the scene in the drama that, Ananya has to shout, then maybe she can. If she has to be loud, then she can, probably. So this is the um, something to understand. And another word that has been coming in the recent Murlis is about being a friend. So we are focusing our energy completely in the sky. This is the drama. Energy is going in this direction. So still, silent, being, feeling, being worthy, being rich, full. So this is the word that is coming in the Murli is being a friend of your own self. When I am experiencing this, I am the friend of, yeah, I am my own friend. If my mind can be uh, concentrated here in this region, in these experiences, then I am a friend. And if my mind is not, concentrating here and rather going into a different sort of loop and, um, you know, obsessed about, you know, obsessively thinking about something or um, one of the scenes in the drama, you know, or feeling like, victim, feeling like everyone is after me and all that. It all starts with I, you being used for the mask. So whenever I will use I for Ananya, internally, when I use I for Ananya, then this will happen. Sometimes I will feel victimized, sometimes I will feel obsessed, some sort of addiction to habits or something or someone, or yeah, just, not feeling worthy, I'm not enough, not enough, feeling drained and feeling, disheartened, feeling empty, unlucky. Yeah. So as soon as I internally start using I for and me, me for this doll that I see on the screen, then this will start. And this is like being enemy. My mind is an enemy to me. So this is the language that Baba has been using for some time. Let me read it. I'll just I'll just share it. This came up today as well, and it came up few days ago. It was on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let me check. But the question from the Murli was, it is said that a soul in his own worst enemy is his own worst enemy and his own best friend. So, what is true friendship? True friendship. So, constantly following the Srimat of one father is true friendship. True friendship is to remember the one father and become pure and claim the full inheritance from the father. Only the father tells you the way to form this friendship. It is at the confluence age that each of you souls become your own best friend. So this is the only nice. Only at this time we have the option to become our own best friend. Only at this time mind can completely support the soul as it is. Otherwise, the mind never had this a perspective. No, we never the intellect, sorry, not the mind. The intellect never had this, perspective that this is my world. No, it was confused. It was not a broad intellect. We'd never had the full picture. So during confluence age, which is the current time, we get the full picture of this world and the world beyond, and we understand ourselves, in the right way. And then the more I, experience that and concentrate on that, then I am a friend. So all the vices are also enemy. Yeah, all the vices are enemies of the soul. All the obsession, all the vices, these are all impurities, and the they are enemy of the soul. They take us away from these experiences. Lucky, still, silent, worthy, rich, full, loving, companion of God. That companionship with God. So all of this, it sort of takes it away. And free. Yeah, free. So have you ever been to a, like a shopping center, and you walk into the shopping center and you see a screen there with some advertisements, one after the other. And you know watching all that, and you can maybe, like, even on some trains, they have these advertisements, where you constantly there's some songs coming up and this and that. But how do you approach that if you are in a shopping center and you have gone there for something and you see this screen with lot of advertisements? What's your perspective towards it? Just watch it. Yeah. Don't give so much focus. Yeah, yeah. You are there for another purpose. You are there to buy something. And so you have nothing to do with what is happening on the screen, and you have very little attention on what's happening. It can be on an airport, it can be on a train station, and your focus is to catch the train, your focus is to catch the flight. And these advertisements, you have nothing to do with it. You don't really, you're not, really concerned, or it's not it holds no importance. Yeah. So you just go about your own task, not much interest also. Yeah. And watch for a few seconds and then just ignore it. And so same way, when this soul comes into the drama, this is the screen that he is dealing with. So you have entered the drama for a mission, and mission is to stay free, stay beyond, and you have this screen. So same thing, you have nothing to do with the screen. On the screen you have one mask which everyone thinks is you. This mask is named as Ananya, and everyone thinks this is me. But you have nothing to do with it. The soul has nothing to do with the screen. It can be, in someone's case, it can be Sangeeta, someone else's case, it is, Seema, Olivia. So this is the screen that you have in front of you. But you are here for another mission. You are not here to watch what's happening there. So watching this particular screen is not the mission. Yeah? You are just passing through it. So just like you watch it for a few seconds, ignore. Go to your task. Your task is to be extrovert. Your task is to again and again come into this supreme sky. Your task is not to get interested in Ananya. Your task is not to get, because you'll miss the flight. No? You'll miss the train. If you stand there and keep watching and you get interested in the screen, then you are guaranteed you're going to miss your mission. So this is the problem for the entire uh, family of souls. They are too busy in watching this screen, and some call it introvert, some call it extrovert, but it's completely different direction. So we are not here to observe what is happening in the mind of Ananya. It is what is the feelings. We're not here to observe this. We are here to direct the attention, divert the attention, give your thoughts a direction, because now our intellect, our mind, it has a direction, it has a destination. So, am I on the destination? Am I on the journey? Or I am completely in a different track and I'm, you know, trying to achieve that destination, which will not happen. No? So, this is the destination, being completely, lucky and perfect and rich and so full, secured, secured and happy for no reason all the time, secured. So, if we get interested in watching this screen, so what happens is, once the soul gets interested in this screen, then it becomes interested in everything that's associated with this screen. So Ananya and her parents and her situation and her friends and enemies, so everything now I am watching. So the screen will become how earlier they had you know like 20 inches screen, and that used to be such a luxury and big thing. Now it's 55 and 60 and 40. Every house has a theater size screen. Every house has a theater now. So horizontally the screen is becoming bigger and bigger. So with Ananya, now I'm also interested in all the scenes of Ananya, and also the all sorts of things, the friends and the enemies, and who likes me, who doesn't like me, why they don't like, and then why, what, so the screen is becoming bigger and bigger. And because it has become so huge that, this world becomes very small and insignificant. you know, Being lucky becomes insignificant, being perfect becomes insignificant, being secured is becomes insignificant. So this is like being an enemy. My mind is my own enemy. So how do I reverse it? Reverse it by understanding that I'm just watching this screen and this is not the main mission. This is just a face and just one, role going on, and completely direct attention. Yeah. Some will say, but we have to do things, we have to, do this and do that. But at least you are able to direct, at least 8 hours of attention internally in a 24-hour cycle, 8 hours of attention internally in the sky. Yeah, 8 hours. Because if you see, then our, in a day, we can get 8 hours to, sleep, 8 hours for work, and everything else. And then you have another 8 hours left for eating, drinking, other things, you get another 8 hours. So these you can have full control over. mm. So we are not compromising on my responsibilities, duties, but internally, least minimum that Baba is saying, the minimum 8 hours of astroversion every day. Yeah. What are some of the thoughts? And doing housework. Yeah, while doing housework. Yeah, sightseeing and understand. So one question is, aren't we giving attention, energy to a particular role? Uh, Giving energy to a particular role? Not really, because role is completely fixed. The soul is not giving energy to the role. Yeah. Soul is not giving energy to the role we are playing, because we are not playing actually. It is already played. In front of me, when the soul looks at the screen, the role is already there. Yeah, it is being played. But when I am not separated and I'm not looking at it, then I will feel I am the one playing it. But once I step out of it, then you will understand it is already being played as per its script. Yeah. That is one thing that we not necessarily we are just because we keep thinking about the drama, it doesn't mean that we are the ones making the drama happen. Yeah, even if you stop thinking about the drama, it will still continue. If you stop thinking about the role, it will still continue. You can try, you can experiment with it. Don't think about what to cook today, and you still see at the end of the day, food will be cooked. You don't think anything. Just think, don't have any thoughts about what am I supposed to do. What is Ananya going to cook. Have no thoughts about it. It will still be made. Somehow something, someone will come and say something, make this, it's something. you know so just because I'm thinking about it is not making it happen. So because we consider thoughts to be, if I'm thinking about it, then I'm giving energy. So uh, energy, first thing is for the soul to be energized, and soul to be energized, you have to be extrovert. Yes, when we focus on the mission, all can be ignored, and it's like it doesn't exist for me. Another question is, how do I stop myself from getting, sorry, what was it? From distracted? Yeah, you see, for a long time, you have to understand the process that for a long time we have, how Baba said in the Murli, that only this time you become your own friend. So for all the other times, we have been our own enemy. So my mind has been working against me. My intellect has been working against me, which is the star. So that is there, and that is what is called distraction. That it is working against me. Yeah? So that is a strong pattern or habit of a long time. However, once we understand this, and it's now all about bringing my thoughts again, to this sky, directing my thoughts again. So through practice and through attention, I can completely stop myself from being distracted. you know the more I give my attention to coming here, coming in the sky again, coming in the sky again, experiencing the sky, experiencing being free, experiencing being rich, experiencing. So just it's like the mind again starts to, mind is like a child, how we always say mind is just like a child. So the child is now again going to break something. So you just change his direction. You just take him in your hands, and then you just give him a different direction. So now he starts to walk towards his room. So you just have to keep bringing this child back to the sky. That's why extrovert. How is it possible to just consider the relation between child and mother to just play on the screen? Yeah. Yeah, you see, Ravan, the Ravan inside us cannot understand all of this. And it's, if I am, this is like, trying to understand and analyze, and it's like Ravan wants explanations. Ravan means he is convinced that mother and child is, so it cannot be part of the drama, so we cannot argue, or we can never convince Ravan, you know so only thing is to um change this how into, right now let me experience, let me experience this. So it is never possible to convince Ravan. He understands that child and mother, they are not a role, they are playing it on the screen. Then they cannot do anything. We can only introduce light and let Ravan understand whatever he does, but we keep become being extrovert, and then he is removed. So for these sort of uh, this enemy mindset within us, it can either stay or it can either be removed. You cannot argue with it, you cannot explain it, you cannot give it reasons that you're feeling victim because of this, so don't feel the victim. It cannot help. So the enemy mindset can either stay or be removed. It cannot be small or big, and you cannot adjust with it. So if that is the understanding, then nothing can be done to at that level. You have to go to a higher level. So at you cannot answer it at that level, but you go to another, you come to the highest level. Yes, the highest level is the supreme sky. Does intention play a part as well? Yeah, definitely. Intention, 100%. Whatever our intent is, then that plays a role. More so, intention plays a role when it comes to our own spiritual progress. Otherwise, whatever happens you know, outside of me or my inner world, that uh, we will see that very less role of intention, in the sense that I may have the best intentions for this person and this relationship, but they may completely take it some other way. So that can happen. That goes on in the drama. So I may have the best intention to serve them, to give them, the best food, but they may take it some other way. So it's the Ravan in them that, you know, can make something out of it. But when it comes to just me, you know, and my own progress, so whatever intentions we have, we set intentions, I can change this habit and I can dissolve this habit, then definitely you get the support, you get everything. So yeah, in my own spiritual journey, intention plays a very important role. So where to draw the line of intervention in scenes and situations of drama? Interventions in scenes. No, it will, whenever we enter into the drama with a certain expectation that if I say this or if I do this and this will be an outcome, then it's considered intervening with the drama. But if the soul is very clear that I can use Ananya to say this, but everything will still remain the same. I can, go and give some feedback to someone, and they may take it, my expectation is that they will take it in a very good way because I am coming from the best place, but they may take it completely different. They may never talk to me again, that sort of thing. So because of expectations, it becomes intervention. But otherwise, if without expectations I'm coming into this field of drama, saying something, suggesting something, it is not called intervening in the situations. It's just intervention, or yeah, you draw the line by seeing where there are expected, by checking if expectations are involved. Yeah? If you are coming from this place of no expectations, with what you said, with what actions you are going to do, there's no expectation for an outcome, then it's not intervening. You're just flowing with the drama. Yeah. So yeah, you can draw the line through expectations. Am I looking for a result here? What happens if you have a feeling of indecision? Yeah, whenever I'm not able to, um, you know, is it like not being able to decide on something, not being able to make a decision? Yeah, you know, not being able to make a decision is again, um, I have to, or I'll just put it in these words, that if I want to make a decision, what are some things to consider? Maybe, indecision is obviously just some sort of cloudiness in our mind, and too much result oriented maybe. But how to make the decision? So decision is like which direction to take, which direction to choose from, and whatever I have to decide is based on a final destination. So I want to decide, should I go right or should I go left? For that, I need to know what my destination is. So if I keep my destination in front of me, it is easy for me to decide left or right. So I will very clearly know that no, right is not going to my destination, it's the left. So we have to see um, what is our goal. And uh, there are not goals, and I'd say that as the soul is waking up, we don't have goals in different areas. It's just one goal. And so for that one goal, the goal of the invisible angel, what is your goal as the soul? And so when that's clear, every other decision making becomes clear. Yeah, the very fact that everything is already prefixed and will already happen as per script, step aside and be a witness, is a very freeing revelation. Yeah, that's one of the comment. And how about the feeling of fear? Yeah, fear is, behind fear, basically all, we are talking about this enemy which is Ravan, enemy of the soul. The entire uh, all these words, can be are synonymous to one word, which is fear. Enemy is also synonymous to fear. So as soon as we use I, me, or mine for this mask, for this role, in this case, Linda, Ananya, as soon as I use I, me, mine for Linda, I cannot help but there will be fear. So because I am using I or me or mine for something that is not permanent, for somebody who has to die, hmm, who is constantly under the law of change. So anytime the soul will be convinced that this is me, then fear is there. So fear is synonymous to obsession, unlucky, not enough, drained. So root is fear. Mm. Insecurity is fear. Yeah, another comment is when one is not in extrovert state, it's like seeing self in that mirror, which sometimes make you appear fat, sometimes tall or small, D-shaped. When in extrovert state, you see clearly what you are, the real I. Very true. Those funny mirrors which just distort your image, the sometimes, yeah, they make the body, fat, tall, this and that. So exactly, because fear and confusion, these are again synonymous. Wherever there is fear, there's also confusion. So one second I use I for Ananya and I feel I'm so good and she achieved something. There's something in one of the scenes. So I am so good and everyone is looking at you like that. Then tomorrow that is gone. Now you are again confused. So in the mirror, you are constantly trying to see, am I tall? Am I fat? But it's changing every day. Today you are successful. Tomorrow you are a failure. So any time that I am using me, mine, I for this role, for this character, confusion and fear will drive my life. They run my life. you know Confusion and fear. I'll never be able to have a clear picture and a fixed image about me because it's always changing. Situation changes and again this changes, someone's opinion changes and again I'm so hurt, and someone's you know someone who disliked me now starts liking me. They all these things, whenever I'm influenced by whatever is happening at the character level, confusion fear is the driving force, two wheels of my life, so to speak. So can you be a fearful extrovert? Yeah, every sort of extroversion will come with fear, with the baggage of fear. Yeah, fear is always, yeah. Extroversion is the main, yeah, because you're extroverted, there will be fear. Extroverted means I am, my worth is based on some scene, some character, some role, position, all of that. And because of that extroversion, there is fear. Yeah, attention, bringing back the attention. How there is nothing, there is never um, there is no way to get out of the how questions. If you have one how in your life, then there will be another how. So so any question, any thought that is starting with a how, it will never have an end. It will, if even if you get the answer, there will be another how. So how has to change into now. So whatever I have heard, whatever I have you know understood, now can I put it to practice now? Yeah, that will put an end to any question which starts with how. So if you want to really get over how, then ask yourself, what can I do now? So now the next our program is for today's Friday, and so over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 2 days. mm, From Monday we are free, but Saturday, Sunday, 8 hours attention in astroversion. Yeah. Keep the aim 8 hours. Have the aim. Saturday, Sunday, 8 hours. I mean astroversion. So let me, yeah, anything that the role is doing, anything that is happening on the screen, you know, absolutely any scene that is going on. Can I keep my mind busy in the sky? At the level of my mind, Can I stay in the sky? Yeah, noting, how do you note the time? Or just, just keep a check, give yourself tasks, small tasks, 10 minutes now, 10 minutes here, there. Yeah, just every task that is happening, first start with internal shift that I my aim is to spend the maximum time in the sky. So right from the eyes open, from there we just start while brushing, while bathing, anything that is happening on the screen. Let me be in the sky. Let me be in the sky. If Saturday, Sunday we are going to a certain place and visiting someone, before entering, let me, while sitting in the car, again, let me remain in the sky. So you will see that mind will now start thinking about what is she doing? What is he saying? Why did he say that? Bring it again in the sky. Then again, what is she doing? Wow, she's so nice. Wow, I like, being here, and why are they here now? What's such a problem? Then again, you have to. So this will keep happening. Traffic control, yes, definitely. Nice. It will be help. Hmm. To be an extrovert, I have to know the importance of being an extrovert. Um, Not a big role of knowing the importance. As long as you know one benefit, it's enough. One benefit, knowing one benefit, the fact that you're able to join this, and that shows that you know the importance. So that's about it. Nothing more than that. So how many people are in the world, and they're not part of this gathering. So you're part of the gathering, which means you know the importance, right? So it's not nothing more than that. Can we have a practice now? Yeah, we have practice. Can we do self-talk? Yeah, self-talk. We can. Not very important. Um, but yeah. So let's let's spend 1 minute. 1 minute in the sky. It's like completely being free. Completely brings beings free. Just like seeing a screen in a shopping mall or an airport. You absolutely have nothing to do with what's going on the screen. You have nothing to do with it. Same way, this entire drama, starting with this role and this mask, the invisible visitor, invisible angel has nothing to do with it. It's just a visitor. Visitor has nothing to do with what is happening in a guest house. You cannot afford to be concerned about it. He comes, sees something, you but is focused on his mission. If he is there to buy some groceries and catch a flight, then that's the aim. Aim is to fly. Aim of the soul is to experience the sky and fly. Being a master, being a prince, being so full and so lucky, and being immortal, eternal, safe, secured. Shanti. Good luck for Saturday, Sunday, next 2 days. Next 2 days, be in the sky. Yeah. Thank you.